Two niggas talking.
What we talking about tonight?
Dun, 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 dun. Want to take a guess?
John Williams would be very happy with that.
I hope so. It was Spirited. One of my favorite franchises.
We watched Jurassic World, Rebirth, yesterday. So thought it'd be timely to talk about the franchise as a whole. And also this is someone's very, very special franchise in their deep heart.
I think it's my second favorite after, the Hobbits.
Deep in your heart.
Yeah, man. Fucks with it heavy.
Where you want to start with it? You want to start from chapter 1 and just move up?
Actually, let's start with the movie last night, and then we'll go back wherever we want.
Okay. This is the most I've enjoyed a Jurassic movie in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a while. Probably since Steven Spielberg left the franchise 20-some years ago. I think Gareth Edwards that came in to film or direct the movie, I thought he did a great job of, at the very least, attempting to recapture what those first two movies were. The first thing I noticed about it, it had a certain quality to it that kind of harkened back to those early 90s or those 90 movies. And while I was watching it, I was like, it does look like it was shot on film. Turns out that they did do it on film. And I just, as little as that actually probably affects the main product and the audience as a whole is not looking for anything like that, I appreciate the effort of doing it that way because it did kind of make me feel like I was watching those old movies. It did kind of have that quality. So it kind of helped me get back there, and in the article that I saw, they were talking about how, hey, it was solely done to kind of recapture that nostalgic look and feel to it. So that the whole idea of doing that extra work, because I've never shot in a moving pictures on film before, and it just sounds like a gigantic pain in the ass to kind of do all that. But I appreciate the effort. It definitely helped me appreciate the movie more, just doing that one thing. But also Gareth is just real good at the whole monster thing. Like, well, the big monster thing, like capturing size and scale, making it look believable, and that whole thing. I appreciated that. The cast is really good. Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, the guy, I can't remember his name, from the Magnificent Seven. Like all real good. Even though
the children,
the kids are real good. I mean, just top notch stuff all the way around.
I was so happy to hear you liked it that much.
I've been kind of jaded about those movies for the past, even the past trilogy. Like all that stuff has kind of been, to me, not bad so to speak, but just kind of like, okay, people like dinosaurs. They keep making these dinosaurs movies type thing. But this felt like, some real effort was put behind it. So I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually.
Yeah, as long as they keep finding that amber, I'm going to keep showing up. Mm-hmm. It makes me very happy to see they had such a successful weekend. I was happy when we weren't the only ones in the theater, because I really hadn't heard a lot of people talking about it. And if you'll remember, I had very lackluster feelings about the trailer.
The trailer, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I think I know how this is gonna go, but I'll still be there.
And let me ask this, just a quick detour off the dinosaur stuff as just like a general movie type thing. Does the predictability of a movie affect you at all? Because it's a popular complaint with people. Like, oh, I can watch a trailer and I've seen all 3 acts, or I already know how it's going to end, or this and that. That doesn't affect me at all as far as whether I'm going to enjoy a movie or not.
Usually for creature features, you kind of know how it's going to go.
Typically, yeah.
Like, we're sitting in the theater saying, all right, okay, is Ed going to die first?
Right.
Did Ed die first?
He did die first.
He did. We caught it.
He sure did. Yep.
But they didn't really broadcast it to me. Like,
I didn't know he was in the movie, and I'm kind of a fan of him.
He's very good.
I like him in the stuff I've seen him in.
Yeah, he is a lot more sinister with hair.
He does have a different look with hair.
Yeah. And he's played some baddies without hair.
Some good ones.
Yeah.
Like in the thing I remember from is Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
And he was just a guy in that movie. But
Francis.
I found him very compelling in that movie. Like, I like when you can create a villain and he's just a dude.
Why do you say he's just a dude? Because he doesn't exist in any IP?
Well, no, not so much that. Is because he didn't have any truly big sinister ideas, or his superpower wasn't this big dramatic type thing. He was just a dude that didn't feel pain and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just a dude, but he brought some character to the character, some charm to him. And it's kind of like the same thing with, I don't know if you watched the third Mission Impossible, but Philip Seymour Hoffman was he was the villain in that movie. Just a dude, just a plain dude, but he just acted his ass off in that movie. He was so great in that movie. Just I can just appreciate when the actor can just bring a lot to something that isn't extraordinary.
Right.
It's just a person, and they can make something more of the person.
But going back to the trailer question you were asking, did you feel like that's what they did in their trailer? Do you feel like they
unless it's just something completely blatant that's just terrible. I've seen stuff in trailers that's been like that, and it was just more of a question of why would the marketing team do anything like that?
I have too, but none come to mind. Does anything come to mind?
Yes, very specifically. You probably haven't even seen this movie, but it was the Terminator movie that what's that guy's name?
With Jason Clarke at the
Jason
end.
Clarke, that's his name.
Oh, they ruined it.
And they gave the only thing worth not knowing about that movie.
It made me so mad.
They gave away the twist.
Oh.
They gave away the twist in that movie in the trailer.
Like millions and millions of dollars and man hours go into creating these things.
Yeah.
For them to do that.
It was weird.
It's blatant.
It was really, really weird. Like, I remember looking at, that's something that doesn't typically bother me. That bothered me.
I was like, what?
I was like, seriously? It's the only really, really good idea in that movie. And they gave it away. And they gave it away in the trailer. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It is so completely irrational. That was a really good example.
Mm-hmm. That's my worst.
That's the worst, though. Yeah.
That's my worst example of that I can remember off the top of my head. But there's trailers that kind of give you act 1, 2, 3 in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? But typically that doesn't bother me. I can still go into a movie and enjoy the ride, and it's good, bad, whatever. It's the what I'm saying, knowing something or not knowing something doesn't really bug me. But that did. I like, damn. Because I remember, if I remember correctly, I think the director actually, somebody talked to the director about that specifically. And he was just like, I had no control over it. Like, they just did it on their own thing. Because I guess he knew they were going to do it. And he tried to stop it, but they wouldn't. They just threw it away. They gave it away before you even watched the movie. It was wild.
So, for this one, when we were watching it, in the very first scene, they're like objects in mirror appear closer than they are or whatever. And we both looked at each other like, oh, is this what we we played these hard earned American dollars for? They're looking to do the nostalgia grab.
Sure.
I don't mind being,
which isn't a bad. I don't think that's a bad move.
I don't mind it at all.
No.
I just prefer for it to be used with a little more finesse.
I did appreciate that one scene though, like the one that you're alluding to, was there's a plot line that they introduced in the a couple movies ago where the dinosaurs are kind of just everywhere in the world. Like they were released, I think it was Fallen Kingdom, the second Jurassic World movie. And they, all the dinosaurs break loose out the house, and they end the movie with, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
These dinosaurs are all over the place. They're standing next to lions and all of the stuff. They're running through the Everglades and all kind of stuff. So it's like, okay, they're in society now. Like, oh shit, this might be pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? In the next movie, but they gave very, very brief lip service to it in the third one, in the third Jurassic movie, and they went to that locust thing. They just kind of right. They went to the whole little locust idea, and they really went hard on the nostalgia stuff with that because they brought back everybody from the original cast with the new cast. So I mean, not my favorite one out the bunch, but I like that they did a little bit more to that, because in that scene, that's when the whatever, I don't know what kind of dinosaur it was, but he was just kind of sitting in the street, and I guess they were either capturing it or they were getting traffic around it or whatever. I like that they, you know what I'm saying, I like the connectivity of that.
It would have worked for me if they wouldn't have done locusts.
Yeah,
because when I sign up for a dinosaur flick, I want to see
dinosaurs.
Some fucking dinosaurs.
Right. I mean, I think that was the main thing I took from that movie when we left it. Like, that movie didn't have dinosaurs in it.
Just why?
It's Jurassic. It's Jurassic World.
Jurassic Locust. I don't know why they would do that though.
It was a strange choice. That was an idea that had a lot of meat on the bones. That dinosaurs were in society in a real way. Like, society had to figure out how to compensate for dinosaurs being inside of it that they couldn't do anything about. There was a thing called Dino Riders when I was a kid.
I remember Dino Riders.
You remember Dino Riders?
Yeah.
I just knew that's where they were going with that, with the Jurassic World stuff. I just knew I was going to get guns and all kind of stuff on, strapped to, you know what I'm saying, dinosaurs. People were riding on their backs and stuff, but hey.
I mean, they kind of did try to do that in the second one a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's kind of been the whole thread of the Jurassic World thing. Well, the first one and the second one. It was not very, but there was a lot of militarized ideas. Just 10-year-old Chamberlain would really like to see that.
Ain't no fun when the raptor got the gun.
Exactly.
So going back to the whole nostalgia piece of it all.
Yeah.
Every place else that they did that nostalgia lip service to, other than the mirror one, I dug it. Like when Ed got killed and he was hanging out the side of the ship sideways, the exact same sideways as the first black man to get killed.
The first death in the Jurassic movies.
Yes. And I was like, okay, I can get jiggy with it. Yeah, it's nice, and then it's not a whole lot of blood. Like, I watch stuff like that and I'm thinking about those kids in the front seat. I mean, that are sitting in the middle like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And it's just the right amount.
Yeah. You're trying to reach everybody with this. So, it doesn't have to look like the goriest thing ever. You just need the deaths. People get their heads bitten off and stuff like that, but no blood, no bones, no, entrails, any of that.
Nah, we just have a nice clean cut that this T-Rex made for this hand.
He just doesn't have a head anymore. That's it.
His arm is just hanging out on this suitcase. And she just flicks it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one thing I really did like is the story of who benefits from all of this. From the very first movie, it has always been something for the elites. Like when they were at the very first park, like that was a very hefty ticket. They spared no expense. But then, in the next Jurassic World thing, they're doing all those bids for the high class people and all that kind of stuff. Like, I like that they decided they were going to open it up to the whole world being able to access and benefit from these creatures being back on this planet. I just love humanity, so
I can rock with that.
It was a nice little different way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, because I guess a very common thread or theme in these movies is corporate interest. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some rich guy that's trying to benefit off of, you know what I'm saying, what these dinosaurs can do for him, whether it's medical research or just straight up money, opening up the park. They did that twice. They did it for the first one, and then the first Jurassic World was all about getting the park open and, you know, genetics and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's kind of been the through line for all of them, except for probably the third one. That's the one that had Tina Leone and my guy from Shameless and the Cooler.
Oh, they were trying to get their son back.
Which William H. Macy.
Yeah.
That's his name. They were trying to get the kid back.
They were still rich people, though.
Right. They were rich people. That's right. So
charter their own planes and shit.
Yeah. So money is definitely a through line through all of these. But you're right though. They kind of found a different way to go about it in this one, or at least just different enough for them to differentiate themselves from the other movies. So yeah. What else did you like about it?
One of the things I enjoyed a lot while I was watching it was taking its time with endearing us to these characters.
I guess in these monster movies, you have to get you're trying to get the audience to care about these people, right? Outside of the dinosaurs visually and killing, chasing, and all that stuff, right? Scarlett Johansson had the whole thing with her friend. Mahershala Ali had the thing with his kid. You know what I'm saying? He left his wife because he couldn't get past the death of their kid or what have you. And I mean, you know, it's just enough for you to care about the characters.
But I like that they kind of sat with it.
Yeah. They had the whole scene on the boat where they're just kind of talking. And it set up the whole thing of them not leaving anybody behind either, because they've had so much death in their past. And, you know, I don't want to lose anybody else, blah, 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 you know. But I will say there was a lot of red shirts on that ship, though.
I felt so bad for my French-speaking man, my Haitian brother.
Yeah, man, they showed us that dude getting swallowed. Like, that was
a long time.
That was kind of wild.
He was still kicking, too.
Yeah, it was.
Like, and the worst part was he sacrificed himself for them. And when he was doing it, you were just like, oh, my man just sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
Like, he's not making it up to the top.
He sacrificed himself for the main characters, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have any plot armor.
But cinematically, the reveal of it was dope.
It was good. No.
The reveal was dope.
Gareth Edwards.
He is very good.
Gareth Edwards. I think they found that guy. I think they found their guy with these movies.
You think you found every kind of way. This is at this point, 3, 6. This is the 7th.
Yeah.
Like all these 6 different ways of how to die by dinosaur. And
gotta keep figuring out new ones.
Yeah, man.
Gotta keep figuring out.
Like the Saw franchise.
Yeah.
You know, or like Autumn now discovering Final Destination.
Yeah, she has kind of gotten into those, hasn't she?
Very much.
That's what's up.
So
I dug the first one. I really liked that first Final Destination.
But that's the only one I've seen.
Final Destination.
But now she's watched all of them, and this whole generation now is discovering all of that from the 90s. It's adorable.
Yeah.
I'm like, where have you been all my life, Death?
Yeah, Death is literally chasing people in those movies.
Then they did the fake out with Mahershala at the end.
Which was well done, too. I liked it.
It was okay.
Because that was a thought that I had going into that movie. I thought Mahershala was going to die in that movie. Aww. I did think he was going to die. Because, one, just from a movie-making point of view, I didn't think he would sign up for 3 of those movies.
Oh.
So he was like, all right, I give y'all 1. And then, you know what I'm saying, get me the fuck out of here. That's what I think.
Ah, that's why.
That was my mindset going into
felt like
it.
He didn't have the temperament.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, okay, here we go. You know what I'm saying? When I saw him get the flare and he was running back to the water, like, okay, here we go.
Cash that check.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the end of it right here. But
who's another actor that's like that where, like, if they get on there, you're like, oh, they're not signing up for a whole franchise?
Well, Harrison Ford did that with the past Star Wars movie. Even though he came back for the 3rd one, he had been saying for years, if I do another one of these movies, if this is the last one I do, y'all kill me off. And they did it. That's exactly what they did in The Force Awakens. But he came back for 30 seconds in the last one.
Just as a segue, because that's my third favorite franchise.
Is it?
Man, I love me some Star
I want
Wars.
to guess that. Okay.
Even though I say Star Wars.
I want to guess that.
Really?
Mm-mm. I would have never thought
It's
that.
got to be something.
You've never really showed me any passion for Star Wars that I can remember.
So what would you guess then? Pick one.
Definitely would have been Lord of the Rings. That'd have been
Well,
my
that's
first.
number one always.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That'd have been my first guess as far as your number one. You've always talked about Jurassic Park because that's what y'all had at the house. So I figured I'd have said that.
Okay.
I don't know what else I would have said. I mean, I guess you like comic book stuff, but I wouldn't have thought of anything as far as that. Maybe Captain America, maybe because you like Chris Evans so much. But I've never really heard you talk about Star Wars for real. You haven't really, you know what I'm saying, regaled me of any of your Star Wars experiences.
And also, just to throw this out there, yes, I really do adore Chris Evans, but I love Chris Evans as
Steve
Cap.
Rogers, especially since like they said they had to kind of convince him to do it. Like he almost didn't do it. Like,
oh, because he had such a bad taste in his mouth from.
Well, he didn't want
Johnny.
to be anchored to it. If I remember it right, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
an anchor though.
it turned out great, but like I think of what ended up happening, Robert Downey Jr. Had to like talk him into it. You know what I'm saying? He had already been in the process and like, dude, they know what they're doing. Like, come on.
It's nice here. The
Right.
weather's fine.
Yeah. They know what they're doing. Come on. I also kind of feel for him too, though, because he's an artist. Like at heart, he's an artist. Like I've heard a lot about him wanting to get away from franchise stuff and like create things of his own. And like, I think he's a really great actor. I think he's really good. Like I haven't seen a bad Chris Evans performance ever, even in a movie that didn't do well or isn't particularly good. Chris Evans gives you 100% in everything. So I think that was a time when he was very frustrated not being able to kind of do the stuff he wanted to do. I think he wanted to get away from the franchise stuff, the Captain America, you know what I'm saying? He's done a ton of comic book stuff or action stuff. Like he kind of wanted to do something quiet and small and something that came from him. So I kind of feel for him because there's an artist inside of him and he can't express himself.
Yet.
You know, like he can't express himself the way he wants to.
I feel like he will be able to. I think he just probably needs to think smaller.
I hope so, because like even post Endgame, after you know he got done with the MCU stuff, like I've seen him in stuff after that. He's been good in it.
Knives Out.
But that's probably the most successful thing.
Yeah.
And that was an ensemble thing.
Yeah.
But he was the villain in it, and he was really good in it. Mm-hmm. But that didn't get him any other things. You know what I'm saying? Like it got him roles, but like he got the romantic comedy with Dakota Johnson and Pedro out right now, I think. You know,
I think actually people are saying that that's good though.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's not the point whether it's good or bad. I don't think that's what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we haven't seen it though.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like whether it's good or bad, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's something that people liked or disliked, I don't think that's something Chris Evans is happy with doing.
Because you think
I think he's doing it because he needs the money. It's a check. You know what I'm saying? And he's good at it.
After Endgame and Infinity War and all of that success, I'm not in the man's pockets, but I doubt he's in a position where he's like, I need a check.
I'm not saying he's hurting or anything like that, but
yeah, I know he got a new pretty wife.
Yeah, I mean, but he's an actor, and I think he wants to act. I think he wants to perform. He did that shit with The Rock that people hated, and he's done a lot of stuff. He did the Russo brothers movie on Netflix, the Gray Man.
I didn't see it.
I did.
Oh, how was it?
It was uninspired.
Oh,
but yeah. I'm gonna say this again. He's the best part of it.
Oh,
he's a really, really, really good actor. I think he's really great. But I think he keeps trying stuff to get to that next step. And I don't think he's hit it. I gave you another one.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth. Exact same thing.
When I saw him in Furiosa, you remember me saying he deserves a nomination for this.
That's his best performance.
He
And nobody went and saw it. Nobody went and saw it. Thor is his bread and butter. That's what he has. And that's not the only one though. Like the Bad Times at
El Royale.
Yeah. He was really good in that. The Ghostbusters movie that everybody hated, but everybody loved him in it.
He got to play Man Meat.
Yeah. He was the best part in that movie from what, everybody said.
It's a terrible movie.
But it's not good. It's not good. He was in a movie called Rush that I really, really like years ago.
That.
Rush is a dope movie.
It's really good. Him and Zemo.
Zemo, yeah, that's right. But Zemo just overtook everything.
I don't think so.
Well, Zemo was the one that was nominated for it, though.
Oh.
He didn't get any recognition for that role. It was a good role in a really good movie. And, you know what I'm saying? A well-acknowledged movie. A movie that people were talking about. And again, he's a guy that's not hurting for money. He's not hurting for roles. Like those extraction movies have done really well. The stuff on Netflix, they've done really well.
Doesn't he get to still be Thor for a little while longer?
I'm sure he could be Thor for as long as he wants to be. I mean, they changed that character for him. You know what I'm saying? They went to him after Dark World, and he was kind of like, look, I'm kind of tired of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Thor is just kind of this wherefore out there guy that's, you know what I'm saying, talking in
more mead.
Right. And he got with
Taika.
He got with Taika and turned him into a completely different character.
Oh man, I love that movie so much.
Everybody does.
What's not to love?
It's a really good movie.
And Taika is a genius.
Taika's really dope.
Yeah.
But Thor is his thing. Like he's Thor. And I think he's another guy that kind of wants to figure out what happens after Thor.
I think he's gonna find his way. I
hope
think
so.
Especially for the people that took note.
I think I think him and Chris are the same guy as far as that.
Yes, because they know that beyond those stunningly perfect pecs, they have a lot to offer.
They're both talented. Yeah,
heavy lifting in other ways.
They're both talented.
It's so funny because
they're the Brad Pitts of their day.
They both can lift Mjolnir.
But yeah, they can. But Brad Pitt's gotten plenty of recognition though.
You think so?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Benjamin Button
Brad Pitt got an Oscar.
What did he get that for?
I think he got it for that Hollywood movie.
Oh, Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had been nominated before that. He got a ton of recognition. Even though I would say I think he phoned in at the F1 thing though.
Oh, really?
I think he knew what that movie was and it wasn't really about him.
Oh. Okay.
And I think he kind of phoned it in a little bit. He's not bad in it, but it also isn't his best performance either.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that about him.
Typically he's great. I think he's another talented, beautiful man.
He is a beautiful man.
But I mean, that dude's 60 years old and he still looks like that.
Sick.
Like get the fuck out of here. But I think he knew what that movie was and he was just like, hey, I'm here.
How did it do?
I think it did what it didn't do as good as Jurassic Park did. But I think it did pretty well though. Maybe like 150 something like that.
That made me remember the thing I was gonna say.
But all that money about to go away though.
What do you mean?
Between Jurassic Park, Superman, and Fantastic Four this month, ain't nobody seeing that movie no more.
Oh.
But go ahead. What was the thing you thought about?
That's the thing. The theme in the movie about how ain't nobody gonna see dinosaurs no more. Everybody's over dinosaurs and all this kind of stuff. That was a theme with Jurassic Park, especially when they brought it back to Jurassic World, when they started doing all the genetic modifications and everything, and BD Wong
gotta make him scarier,
glow up.
Yeah,
I think that they do that a lot of times as a fourth wall kind of break about how
Absolutely.
we feel.
Yeah.
Like,
They did that in Star Wars.
oh, with what?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just with the newer franchise, with The Last Jedi, I think that was something that they kind of introduced to acknowledge kind of how people were thinking. The whole let the old stuff die.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Let the past die.
Let the past die. Yeah. That was
You
kind
know
of
why I know that? Because I love that franchise.
That's right.
Bury it if you must.
Bury. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Buried it if you have to. Right. But yeah.
You're right about that though. That's a really good pull.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that it did have a good weekend though.
Oh, that was no doubt though.
Like I never get sick of wonder if it's done well.
That was one thing that kind of shocked me with the first Chris Pratt movie. Like that first when that movie came out, I was like, all right, another Jurassic movie. I mean, I don't think anybody really asking for it, but okay.
Your girl was titillated.
But that's how wrong I was about it. Like people fucking love dinosaurs. I couldn't believe that movie made that much money. I think it made like 1.5 billion. Like it made a ton of money.
And then
every single one of those movies made over $1 billion.
Then all the video games that came from that, like all different kinds of Lego stuff.
I was stunned. Stunned. Like that was one of my blind spots with movies. Like I didn't realize people love dinosaurs like that. But after, you know what I'm saying, like after this weekend, I think it was 318 if I remember, just oodles of money.
Well, I am surprised about this though. I thought that
I'm not. I can't be surprised
forever.
no more. I can't be surprised no more.
I think I'm surprised because, like I said, I had such a lackluster, a visceral lackluster response to the trailer, and I was just like, "Why?
Nah, man. People dig dinosaurs.
What are y'all doing to my IP?"
I got it. People dig dinosaurs. I was completely wrong about that. Whenever that first Jurassic World movie came out, but man, I couldn't believe that. My mind was blown.
But going back to way back to Mahershala surviving.
Right. Yeah. A lot of tangents. So, yeah. Go ahead. Niggas stalking. You remember? Niggas stalking. Yeah. I'm all about it.
So going back to him surviving.
Mahershala.
And you were just like, yes, because we were talking about who was like checked out. That's
right.
how we went on.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to him surviving, I was a little upset when he survived because he just looked unsurvivable. Because he was right at the face of that ugly ass monster. Now, granted, it's a slow moving dinosaur.
It is.
It is very slow. It was fast enough to catch that helicopter though.
It's a mutant.
Yeah.
So, and it was dark. Maybe they didn't see the monster coming up behind them or what have you. But go ahead.
It's fast enough to catch that though.
He was.
That reveal too, Gareth.
He's really good.
Yes.
He's really good. He did that a lot in that movie too. Like the reveals of the dinosaurs being behind people or sneaking around and stuff like that. Yeah. He was really good at all of that stuff. Like all that stuff worked really well.
Because so many directors and storytellers don't know how to do it right. So they'll do like a jump scare kind of thing. And it's like, I mean, this isn't a quote unquote horror movie.
No.
So we shouldn't really be doing that, player. So like when old girl was on the beach and she's tugging at that equipment and we see the monster, we see the dinosaur behind her. And I'm like, does she really not think?
They kind of played it like the dinosaur was rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like before. You know what I'm saying? Because when she's pulling that pack, and obviously, so she can't move.
Right.
But she's pulling the pack, but she's not looking over to her side. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
She's concentrated on the pack, trying to move the pack or whatever.
But I appreciated that they showed us.
Yeah.
That this thing is agile.
Right. Yeah.
And she is not out of harm's way. And any other franchise or with lesser tactile hands they would have just all of a sudden just shown her just get grabbed from the ocean.
Oh,
They would have done it. We've seen it so many times.
I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
I do. Like, shout out to Gareth Edwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? The creator, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I liked it.
I loved it.
Like, really good movie. Like, nice little quiet little movie. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's something else that a lot of people didn't go see. Just really good decisions were made throughout that movie. And I just think he's a really good filmmaker.
And it seemed like they're having fun while they're putting it together. So I really like that. The little girl and the agency that they were able to give her in different parts of the
youngest
smallest
daughter.
girl, Bella.
Yeah.
I like that every piece in this puzzle was used. Like every character, red shirts,
Yeah.
Everybody was used. They moved all the pieces.
They were. I will admit, and this isn't me saying that I dislike that family, but they did feel like when I first saw them, they felt tacked on.
Right.
They're not quote unquote needed per se. Like you can hang with the primary group of Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and the other cat. That's the scientist that, gets due to the end. Like you can hang with them through the entire movie and be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that family doesn't even have to be there for this to be a functional movie. But I do enjoy what they brought to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the little bits of comedy that the boyfriend brought in. The whole thing with the daughter and the T-Rex on the river, that was cool. And that's one thing that a lot of people played up going into the movie. As far as like, hey, this is a bit out of, I think, the original book. And I guess they had kind of storyboarded it or whatever, but they never put it to film. I think they had been trying to find a place for it in other movies, but didn't find a place for it. But they found it in this one. It was cool to have that little bit of element. Like, could have been a more quote unquote efficient movie if they kept them out. Sure, fine. But I was cool with them being there. I like the people they casted for those people. Like I said, the father, I've seen him in a couple of things. I really like him as an actor, and I hate that I can't remember his name. But I've seen him in a few things. He's always been good every time I've seen him. But they ended up being an element of the movie that I ended up appreciating.
When I was watching it, I was thinking, man, how brilliant was it for them to separate them? Yeah. The way that they got separated, I thought was like, Lord God, I hope I'm never in a situation like that. Am I gonna jump into dinosaur infested waters to save my child? God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Your boyfriend got you. You good? Come on. He got that little Baywatch.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was a little moment. Like, you ain't gonna jump in after your daughter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna let the boyfriend do it?
Yo.
Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause like it seemed like something that you wouldn't even had to have thought about.
He did it, and he took his other daughter with him as dinosaur bait. I would have been like, Martin, I always loved you.
All right, Manuel. I'm not gonna mess up your last name. I'll put it up on the screen for the folks who's watching it on YouTube.
Manuel Garcia Rofo.
Okay, there we go, right there. No disrespect, brother. I like you anytime I see you.
He's the Hispanic Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Yeah, I remember you said that. You think he look like Zach Morris?
He does look like Zach. But
no, I've bumped into him in a few things, and he's always giving quality. Yeah, he always giving quality performances. I think he's good.
I remember thinking though, like, how great is it to have two different great little storylines going on? It was really nice.
No, it was. I've seen some reviewers talking about how it looked like it was two different scripts that they just combined. Like somebody had a Jurassic Park movie that was about mercenaries going to get the blood, and then somebody else had a script based on this family getting off the island or whatever. So,
and I support that.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think it's a good combo. Like, I don't think it's bad.
I think it's a great combo too, because when we're watching like sitcom television, it's always an A-B story anyway.
Yeah.
So I liked it. Yeah. And I like them being a driving force to show the difference between them being those kind of mercenaries and motherfucking corporate America being that kind of mercenary.
And I like the mercenaries with heart
Yeah.
storyline. You know what I'm saying? That kind of jived with me.
Mm-hmm. we've been on this one so long, we probably won't be able to go through the rest of the franchise.
Yeah, we can do a rank at the end and just kind of do it that way.
So, what'd you think about the scene where little buddy was pissing in the woods, in the jungle?
I think that was the best use of film in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
How beautiful it was?
Well, just the fact that it was executed very well. Again, that was more of that sneaky dinosaur behind the possible prey thing. They did a lot in that movie. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't a fan of that kid at first.
From him being on the boat, you mean?
He was just an asshole. And
that's the point.
It is the point. And I get it. Kids are angsty and all that, but I like that particular scene. I like the fact that this is a 4-quadrant movie. So you need that humor in there somewhere. And it needs to be quality humor. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a good laugh. And he was obviously the person that they chose to bring that into the movie.
He got the biggest laugh in the theater.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a lot of opportunity to get those laughs, right? And I think that was the best executed one. I like that one, and the one where he's talking about, how old people buy beds, and they're like, "This is the bed. It's the bed that I'm gonna die in." That's how I feel right now about being in this jungle. Bed. Yeah, this is my deathbed. So, they obviously chose him to bring some levity to the movie. It opened with him just being a complete asshole to the father, and that's just a peeve of mine. You know what I'm saying? Just asshole kids to their parents.
You literally said, "I hope he dies."
I hope he dies. I did. I did. I audibly said it to you. But
you don't say anything in movies.
I don't. Typically, I'm very invested in it, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, this kid just fucking with this father like that. You know what I'm saying? He's just talking shit to his girlfriend's father. And the girlfriend's like, oh, he's just what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't
see, wink, wink.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't give a damn either. That's just a personal pet peeve of mine. But he ended up being a nice little bit of levity. And it gave him some heart at the end. He kind of knew, because when the daughters were asleep and they were, you know what I'm saying, he had hurt his leg and he was building a fire and trying to do stuff for him and stuff like that. He was like, hey, man, look, I know I'm a fuck up. I know I don't do shit right. I know I do this. I know you know what I'm saying? I'm not the greatest guy in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I am. I appreciate that admission. I did in that moment because, again, at the beginning when they're on the boat, you know what I'm saying? They immediately show you that this kid don't got it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got his shit together yet. But he's not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? You see that he's good. He jumped after the daughter when she fell in the water. So I appreciate how they kind of pulled that back on him and even giving him a moment of like, look, man, I'm sorry, but I'm still trying to get my shit together. I appreciated that. That was good.
He's not worthy to be Donald Chum.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, yeah. So he won me over. he won me over in the end. I didn't hate him by the end of the movie. So it was cool.
That is good writing.
Yeah. It was a good decision. It was.
Because you can have that sort of arc for a character in a span of 2 hours without it beating you over the head.
Sure.
That is how I define what makes a good movie and what makes a not so good movie. Mm-hmm. And that, and also very realistic dialogue, having people talk like they're humans. It is really, really stimulating when I hear Scarlett Johansson saying stuff that I know real humans would say. Yeah. And I'm like, somebody took care when they put these words here. Somebody really took their time, and this makes this worth my time. So
no, I agree.
Yeah, the dialogue was really good. The jokes were not hokey. Like I know a lot of times we can get like those one-liner zingers, and I know they did that a lot in the last Jurassic Park, and it really ticked me off. I'm like, you're not Jeff Goldblum. Sit down, sir.
That's a good illusion, because I was thinking about something else.
What?
About the scientist that kind of sits in as the Ian Malcolm character. He has the monologue in the jungle.
The Jeff Carlin.
Yeah, George
Carlin.
Yeah, the George Carlin stuff. Yeah, he's when he's talking about how, you know, humans are arrogant and think they're, you know what I'm saying, in control of shit, but they're not really making nowhere near as big as an effect on the planet as they think they are. Like, when the planet decides to get us off this bitch, we're gone. You know what I'm saying? I think they gave him a lot of good moments. And one in particular, besides the one in the jungle, was the and we haven't talked about this yet, and I like to, the one with the long tail dinosaurs, where the only true moment where the Jurassic Park theme should have popped in at.
Yeah, facts.
I will say that they overused that theme in this movie.
I only heard it 2 times, really.
I heard it more than that.
Oh, okay.
They used a lot of the music from back then. The only time they should have used it was at that moment.
Yeah.
And it would have hit so much harder and better.
Especially with him getting all teary.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was an effort to try to get you back to that moment where you saw those dinosaurs move in that first movie again.
Yes, but they shouldn't have ever used it as a quote unquote love theme.
They should have kept away from it entirely.
Chemistry between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't ever buying any chemistry between them.
Nah, they should have stayed away from it completely until that moment. It'd hit perfectly.
Well, you're talking about the music too, but I'm also talking about the forced relationship.
I got you.
That too. Like, can just someone with a vagina and a penis, can we all just get along?
Can they just be friends? And I get the wanting to do it when you have your wide shot and you're establishing the Jurassic location where you are and you want to toss it on that. But there's not a moment in that movie that deserves it, other than when they are getting the sample and they're trying to give you that moment of awe where, you know what I'm saying, you're seeing something special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the scientist is there and he finally gets to put his hands on a dinosaur, like the stuff they sold him at the very beginning of the movie.
They're courting.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs are courting each other.
And they're very, you know what I'm saying, and you get...
It's very sexy.
It's kind of like the Avatar scene where they tie the tails together and they right. But nah, it's I think all of that was really well done, and I appreciated that moment because I know what they were trying to do, and I think they did it pretty well because everything kind of stopped for them to look at these dinosaurs we've never seen before, dinosaurs they've never seen before. And it was just kind of, we're just going to sit in this moment for a minute and just watch this herd of whatever they were just go off doing whatever they're doing. I thought that was a really cool idea. And it worked for what they were trying to do. And that's something that the previous trilogy never did, ever did. They tried to do it when the park was open in the first one.
Where? What scene?
They have a scene in the first Jurassic World movie where the park opens and you have this helicopter shot where they're flying into the park for the first time, and hey, Jurassic World is, you know what I'm saying, like the thing they were trying to do in the first movie is open and is functioning and stuff like that, and they drop the theme and do that whole thing, but it just didn't work for me because it's like, how did this work again?
Money.
Like, how we got 3 movies where this is a terrible idea.
Money.
And it's like, how did this even happen?
Humans are so stupid.
Right. But
why
this
are
one
we still on this planet?
Right.
Yeah.
But this one felt a lot more genuine. This is just these people coming against some things that they've never seen before and just stopped and like, holy shit, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like, even the mercenaries are like, shit.
And they took their time getting there too.
Yeah,
like,
it was cool.
Before they even revealed these massive beasts, they just had them in the cornfield, and everybody in that theater, because I know it wasn't just me, everybody was really pensive, because we have seen multiple things go very bad in high grass.
Yeah.
We have seen it every single time.
That's another good idea.
So,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So we're thinking it's like, it's quiet.
Something
quiet.
bad's about to happen.
Yeah. It's quiet. A little too quiet. And then this Buster just breaks out with his Altoids again.
Yeah, he did.
And she's like, you mother sucker.
Yeah.
Do you not know everything, every atom here on this island is trying to kill us?
Mm-hmm.
And you're chewing Altoids. And it was just that, what is that? There's a name for that, where it diverts your expectations in a good way.
No,
like,
that.
Yeah. It was really, really well done and well executed and well thought out.
Yeah. I mean, and it seems like it was made by somebody that appreciated the past stuff, and he was trying to recreate it.
Even the recent past stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the tall grass is a world thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the poetry of, I mean, it speaks to me. It's
the poetry of what?
The poetry of what our existence is on this rock.
Ooh, okay, go ahead.
That has always been a theme of Jurassic Park from the very beginning. It's always been, who are we, and who are we in relation to Earth, and who are we in relation to the history of Earth, right? Autumn and I were talking, and she was like, do you think that they're going to bring dinosaurs back? We just had this conversation just now. And I said, there's no doubt. There's no doubt they're already bringing back woolly mammoths and dire wolves.
Woolly mammoths.
If there is a guillotine that humans can create for ourselves, we're going to build it. So when he's having the conversation about his name is, I think, Jonathan Bailey. That's the actor we were talking about.
Oh,
earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
He's the one I was like, wow, I've never seen him play an American. He had a very, very convincing American accent. It never dropped. When he's giving his George Carlin speech, right before that, he says, oh, yeah. How I die, I would like to die, in water, quickly buried by silt so that I can be fossilized.
Yeah. Tell me about that. So silt is
like dirt at a river, so it can preserve him better.
Okay, gotcha.
That
scene
that
scene was a little lost on me because I heard it, but I was like, I don't know what silt is.
I got your back, Jack.
I didn't know what silt was because I looked at you and I was like, okay, what's this about?
And you saw me so giddy. I was so excited when he said that as a science nerd.
Dr. Henry Loomis is his name in the movie. Dr. Henry Loomis.
Okay. Henry. We never knew his name.
Henry Loomis, yeah.
I can't even remember what I was calling him during the movie. Oh, he looks like one of my pickleball boys.
Yeah. That's what you said.
So yeah, Dr. Pickleball was giving poetry about what he does every single day. Like he's standing, looking literally at history when he's looking at those bones that were of creatures that existed thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago.
Right.
And that's the conversation that Autumn and I were having, which is humans, by the scale of how long dinosaurs, like, quote unquote, ruled the earth, we have only been here a fraction of the time, which is what he touched on in that speech. And I thought it was so good. I thought it was so great. I thought that it really got what Michael Crichton was trying to wrap all those words around, which is...
Have you read those books?
I don't read.
Okay, just checking. Because your father's like that. Your father's very much
he had
like...
all of them at home, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's very much like, yeah, I read that book.
Yeah. You're making it look like I was fronting like I read. Now,
No, I mean...
Now
no,
they
no,
know
no.
I don't read good.
I just know where you come from. That's all. I didn't know if you had actually read them or anything.
I
My bad.
love the written word. I just am bad at time management. So that means I don't have time to
Okay,
read.
I'm sorry. My bad.
But if I were Michael Crichton, I would be trying to encapsulate what life is. Like with Ian Malcolm saying, you know, life finds a way. Life finds a way, and then it finds a new way, and then it finds another way, and another way, and another way. And I thought it was really poetic for us to look at these beasts that are clearly top of the food chain, not us. And when we watch Jurassic Park movies, we're always like, oh my God, I'm so grateful to God. Father God, thank you so much for having it in your plan that we didn't have to be here at the same time as these niggas. Because no thank you. In the story of this rock, this third rock from the sun, we have only been here. We've only been here like a little bit of time compared to these giants.
Yeah, and that's precisely what he pointed out.
Yeah.
It was like, look, I don't expect for us to make it as long as these guys did. You know,
because I mean, we're really not going the right direction. We're headed the right way for a smack bottom.
True.
Yeah, baby.
All right, so we've kind of filleted this movie a good bit. Was there anything you didn't like?
Yes, there was one thing, and I'm glad you brought this up because I think that's the only thing I really want to touch on. The villain. His heel turn was a little topsy-turvy for me, which was him looking at that girl falling off the side.
Yeah.
You know, there has to be something. There has to be something that says, ooh, him bad. We already know he represents motherfucking corporate America, but I also go to Walmart every other evening. So are corporations really that bad? You know, so I understand. I wish they would have had a little more finesse with it, but at the moment where that little girl goes off the edge, to me, it appeared like he didn't hesitate in saying, fuck you, kid. I would have, I think, appreciated him at least acting like he was a human in any kind of capacity. Because she's trying to call Mayday, dog. Like, it's another way you could have stopped her from calling Mayday. You could have broke the phone. But what I'm saying is, he's still written as something that is living in flesh and blood with a soul somewhere in there. He's a corporate shill, but he's also somebody's son, somebody's, brother, whatever. So his lack of hesitation in that moment was my one thing I would say I didn't particularly care for. If I had to pick at something, that's the one thing. When it happened, it was just too egregious for me. And just going back again to the whole Killmonger killing his girlfriend thing, it was like, nigga, really? I know that was a note from Marvel and Disney. I know the mouse made you kill your girlfriend. Killmonger, I know, boo. I know you wouldn't do that. For real. Yeah. So what's your one thing?
I think I've kind of spoken about them before, but like the stuff that I initially thought that I was like, oh, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? I don't like. They kind of won me over with it. The side family. When I first saw, I'm like, what's going on?
You got a side family?
like what's this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because like there's a family in the original version of Justice League, the one that Josh Whedon came in and did. There's a family in that movie that's just there to be saved.
I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Maybe my feelings have evolved over the years because we probably have spoken about this. And I was like, I think I can understand them wanting to take it from a human perspective, like feet on the ground perspective. I understand it. Yeah. But they stayed in it way too long.
Yeah, like I get why they did it, because he did it in his MCU stuff too. He'd have a little family or a person or something that was away from everything else that the heroes would have to kind of save near the end of the movie. So it's kind of one of his things, and he brought it into that Justice League movie. And it was just so egregious and it's just so unnecessary. And that's what I thought they were going to be. But they ended up being, having more substance than that. So I appreciated that. So, yeah, the only thing I probably didn't like was just those music cues. That was probably my most egregious thing. And also, I think I told you about the dinosaur on the river today.
Wait, what?
Well, and
oh yeah, the perspective.
Yeah, and it's not something I didn't like per se, but it was just like that dinosaur was a lot smaller when he was asleep than he was when he got up walking through the river.
I think you just need to spend some more time with dinosaurs.
Maybe so. That might just be me, but
yeah, you just need to get up close on them.
Because it looked like a baby T-Rex. When it was when it was asleep, then when it got up, he turned into this big ass T-Rex.
It got real big.
But yeah, I'll look at it again. I'll take that back. I'll look at it again and see if I was wrong about that.
I think that you're like, I'll look at it again, and I'm just like, the teams that they have that exist just to make sure this stuff is at scale. My suspension of disbelief.
It's an impossible job, by the way, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not, though. Like, it's science. It's physics.
I think it's also a time thing, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you don't have 3-4 years to make a movie, which these guys did not have that much time to make, like, I think it's kind of it's good enough. That's fine.
There were a couple of scenes where I thought the CGI was a little wonky.
I didn't bump into that at all.
Yeah, I did.
I heard a couple people say that it was obvious how they were on blue screens. Like there were certain sceneries where it looked like it was clear on blue screens, but I didn't bump into it at all as far as as far as that whole thing.
I think it's a good thing when you don't, because that's the idea.
Yeah.
I would prefer to be immersed in it fully than to be like, somebody ran out of some money right here. Right. Yeah. I prefer to be fooled, because that's the whole point of a moving picture.
Right.
That's the whole point of them telling us a story about them bringing dinosaurs to life with mosquito blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all I got for Rebirth.
I don't have a time wrong with it either.
Obviously, we're gonna see another one.
They'd be a fool not to.
I hope they bring Mahershala black. That's the.
I mean, they'd be a fool not to, right?
That's the Chardonnay.
Like these dinosaur movies make money. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing's been out for however many days it's been, and it made a ton of money. It made a ton of money. So yeah, they should most definitely make another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so rankings of the 7 that we have to choose from.
Okay, that's a great question considering I haven't watched them in a minute. I will tell you this. When we talk about the Chris Pratt one that came out, I was happy with that one. Mm-hmm. When it came out, I was ecstatic. I was happy to have my dinos back. I was like, it's the homies.
A lot of people were.
It's Blue.
Yeah, a lot of people were really happy. They were.
And now we can talk to the animals.
And the thing about movies making money is when you make that kind of money, people want it.
So last night we tried to watch Jurassic Park.
Tried to. We tried to.
And somebody fell asleep.
Somebody fell asleep. That's right. Somebody bought a subscription to Peacock to watch these movies, right? And I mean, like 10 minutes into it, I look over and her eyes closed. So, okay, whatever. I got $8 to burn like that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That was $8 well spent for 8 hot minutes.
It was.
Of Jurassic Park.
It was.
Welcome.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. That's right. That's right. That was it.
I remember how awesome that was. I think I was like 12. It came out like 1993 or something like that, right?
Something like that.
That was a whole different world. And I actually went to sleep on the part where the dinosaur was busting into the Jeep because I remember feeling glazed over at that point, and I said, you know what? If I'm glazed over just because I know these little kids gonna make it through this, I think it's time for me to just clonk out.
Just fuck it.
I think,
I'm done.
yeah, dog. So, from those 25 minutes that I did get to watch, it's really good storytelling. It's Spielberg, though.
Look, I mean,
he's number one. It's always going to be number one.
The first Jurassic Park goes without saying. Like,
okay, cool.
And I think I may have said it in a previous podcast, actually. But it's one of my favorite lines about a movie ever.
Which is?
Was when I saw some behind the scenes on the first Jurassic Park, and one of the designers of the CGI was talking about what that movie meant to computer generated images. That movie, seeing those dinosaurs move in that movie, is like the caveman centuries ago creating fire. Like, that's when we knew it would work. So, I mean, that alone kind of brings it home as far as the importance of that movie. But also, it's just a really well done, good story, and just good movie. So,
you know, it's really sick and twisted. And I'm saying that with my lips a little bit numb, because that Chardonnay was really good.
It looked like it was.
Yeah. I'm trying to articulate. Jurassic Park was not nominated for Best Picture.
And also, by the way, just to shout out Steven Spielberg and just to put out how awesome he was, he made this movie and Schindler's List in the same year. Just not for nothing, you know, just to toss that out to people that may not know that. But he made 2 Oscar-worthy movies in the same calendar year.
So, obviously,
Jurassic Park's number 1.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park's number 1.
I would say Jurassic World with the first Chris Pratt is number 2 for me.
Okay.
I'm just, if you ask me what the story is, I can't tell you. All I know is Blue. Blue's in there.
Blue's in there. He is.
Blue is a badass. It was nice. It was fun. It was a fun little romp.
Sure.
I would probably rank this last one as 3rd. I remember really strongly disliking the second Jurassic Park. So
really,
man, when they brought them dinosaurs to New York,
you really disliked it.
The daughter with the gymnastics.
Okay, I can see that from you. Okay, I got you.
Oh, I'm gonna kick this raptor in the teeth with my gymnastic skills.
I can see that from you. I can see that from you. Okay, I got you.
I wasn't that big of a fan of that.
Okay.
Jurassic Park 3 though, I think I'd rank that up there. I liked it. I like that little boy survivor skill. So I would say that's number 4 for me. Okay. I remember distinctly how boo-boo the dinosaurs looked in that though. They were womp womp. The villain dinosaur was bad every time they showed it. I was like, where's the money? It was bad.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's the one that kind of went away from the formula a little bit.
They should have put some money in that. The story idea was a good little idea. We're going to fool Grant to coming back to the island. It was nice to see him again.
Yeah. One of the things to talk about with that movie is how Tia Leone is screaming her son's name just all throughout that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
After we watched 2 movies where everything is trying to kill you on every one of these motherfucking islands. Isla Nublar, Isla Old Blar. Taya. Her name is Taya. It's not Tia.
Is it?
It
Taya
is.
Leone?
Taya.
I'm sorry, Miss Leone. I've been saying Tia ever since I saw you in Bad Boys. My bad. My fault.
Yeah. So I would put that one as 4th.
Okay.
And then I think Nothing Else Matters because I've drunk all my alcohol.
Well, it's the last 2. It's Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. So they kind of meld together. So
whatever the locusts are, that should go last, shouldn't it?
In my mind, yes. Okay, so it's Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Jurassic World Rebirth. Then the third.
Oh, that's cute because it's all the ones. 1, in order.
Right. Then the third Jurassic Park.
I liked it.
Lost World.
Yeah, it was cute.
Okay.
It was cute because of the little boy. He was a very good, compelling character. I was invested in his survivor tactics of like rejigging piss.
Okay. And then you do Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and then...
Who knows? I don't know. You do that.
I'm sorry. I think...
You put the bustle on there.
Third one.
It's okay. I think I went too far on my...
Okay. Jurassic Park, of course. It's one. I think I'm going to go Rebirth.
Really now?
Well, I like Lost World more than you. I like the again, I'm all about dinosaurs being in our realm. And that was like the only time they really got to kind of play around with that for real. So I appreciate that third act section of that movie. But this last one it kind of felt like that original feeling that I saw with the first movie. So I'm gonna put that second. I'm gonna do Jurassic World, the first one, third. I'm gonna do The Lost World, the second Jurassic Park, fourth on my list. And then I'll go Jurassic 3 after that. And then Dominion and Fallen Kingdom are just kind of, they both kind of live together. They both kind of live together in the same place.
Primordial sludge.
Yeah. I would probably, I'm going to say Fallen Kingdom, then Dominion. Like, that movie wasn't even about dinosaurs. What the hell was that movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even about what the title tells you it's about.
I mean, technically, if you want to be technical about it,
I mean,
Jurassic doesn't mean dinosaur.
It does as far as movies.
As far as movies, correct.
It does as far as movies, right?
Because like when you want to get technical about it, most of those dinosaurs weren't even in existence in the Jurassic period.
Right. That movie just left me flabbergasted by that choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's my list.
Okay. So we made it.
Yeah.
There's our bustle.
That's the bustle.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all for two niggas talking.
No bustle.
No bustle.
Two niggas. Let's go.